This vehicle is the Bofors Tornvagn. In World of Tanks, this is a Tier 8 heavy tank. This is definitely an overpowered tank. It has specifications that are for Tier 9. For example, the armor penetration is 248, which is consistent with Tier 9. Tier 9 is in the 250 range. Tier 8 is in the 210s or 220. The damage is 400, which is also on the high end for Tier 8. And the armor, look at that hull armor, 260 and turret armor of 280. That's definitely Tier 9 or even Tier 10. And we're talking about the frontal armor, not so much on the side armor. That is way higher than Tier 8. For example, you remember when the Defender came out a few years ago, it was considered an overpowered vehicle. This vehicle surpasses the Defender, and a lot of vehicles do. So the Defender is no longer the most overpowered vehicle for Tier 8. You've got this Bofors Tornvagn. I'm not sure if it's a reward vehicle. It is a crew of 3. Got an aiming time of 2 seconds. 2 seconds is really, really, really good. I usually say anything under 2 seconds is overpowered. Over 2 seconds is underpowered. 2.5, 2.4, it's kind of common. And the best tanks are at 1.7 or 1.6. 2 seconds is really good. The dispersion at 0.45, not that great. But it's also not the worst. There's vehicles with far worse dispersion. The ammo's 38, 10 degrees gun depression, 500 horsepower engine. Obviously 500 horsepower, it's not amazing, which explains why the maximum forward speed is only 32 kilometers per hour. If you had like a 700 horsepower engine, this thing would really fly. The hit points are going to be 1500, and the view range is 360. Looks like it's got APCR shells, even for the gold rounds. It's got HE rounds, and in terms of crew, it looks like a commander, a gunner, and a driver, which means that there's not any loader. You would think that if there's no loader, it would add to the reload time, because obviously that crew person has to do 2 different jobs. Okay, so this is going to be an overpowered vehicle. Obviously, the specifications are not final. They are always likely to make the specs higher and then drop them down when the vehicle finally comes out. And they do that because it's a little bit of a tease. People get excited when they see an overpowered vehicle coming. And then at the last minute, they might lower it to try and give it a very good reputation. Okay, that's the Bofors Tornvagn. Got any questions or comments, please post below.